Hey YouTube, it's VSG Anthony. I'm really excited to be able to say that I have been cleared for surgery, for the gastric sleeve surgery. I was actually really worried for a while because I got a mild case of bronchitis, was dealing with a lot of congestion, a lot of, a lot of coughing, and I was just actually, and I'm still a little bit congested right now, but I'm definitely a lot better. Last week, I was pretty bad, and my wife finally made me go to the doctor, and I was just resisting it because I almost never ever get sick, and just thought it was just a cough, and it was something that was going to go away, but it didn't, and so, excuse me, on that Saturday, we went to a doctor, and he confirmed that I did indeed have bronchitis, and so he gave me an antibiotic and some other medicines, and so I took those. But my big worry was that I wasn't going to get cleared for the surgery because I was meeting with the surgeon on, I believe it was Tuesday is when I was meeting with him. No, excuse me, it was Wednesday. So I got there Wednesday. I was still feeling kind of, still coughing, still having a lot of congestion, and I wasn't 100% yet. And so went there. My wife and I, she came with me. We went to the BMI Institute of Utah to meet with Dr. Cottom. Went there, met with the doctor. um, they went in, got some, they weighed me and all that. And then we went in and met with the doctor, and I told him that I had bronchitis and that I was taking some medicine, and he just, he didn't think it was going to be an issue because I was progressing and pretty much better, and my surgery date isn't for, excuse me, 2 weeks, and so, he was okay, and I had previously been there, and met with him before, and so it was kind of just a touch up to make sure that everything was okay. And it was a good experience. We had a lot of questions, mainly about like the technique that he uses, and some other questions. I wanted to know if he used a single incision method, and he said that he had used it in the past, but he decided not to because it was more messy, and it was a larger hole, and there were some leakage issues, and in his experience, it just wasn't the best option, and so he does do multiple small incisions to take out the stomach and perform the operation, which was fine with me. He does use glue as well to cover up to bring the skin together for the incisions, which minimizes the scarring and all that, which is great. Stitches on the muscles, of course, underneath. And one thing that was good, at least I was happy with to know, is that after surgery, I will be on just a pure liquid diet. And I know that with some other people, they are on a strict, clear liquid diet right after surgery, where they can only have broths and certain clear liquids for a week or so. But I always found, my doctors told me that what they do is they just have us on a liquid diet for a couple weeks after, and the liquids include anything that's basically a liquid. So I was kind of happy about that because, the thought of living off of broth for 2 weeks or whatnot just didn't seem very appealing to me. And I'll be able to, I have a blend tech machine, and so I'll be able to, mash up stuff and make some, some drinks, and I think that'll make the experience much better. I did get some really bad news though, and the one thing that obviously we were very interested to know is, one, besides getting generally cleared for surgery, is was he going to make me lose weight before the surgery? Say like, oh, you need to lose, X amount of pounds before I can even consider you for surgery. He didn't say that. And then the second big thing was the actual the diet. What kind of diet he was going to put me on before the surgery. And unfortunately, it's the liquid diet. And that was that was a real bummer to hear. So starting on Monday, actually, I'm going to be on a liquid diet for 2 weeks before my surgery, and then, then of course all the surgery and be back on liquids again. So I am apprehensive for the liquid diet because, it's basically just protein shakes, from, that you can get from, just the pre-made protein shakes, protein powder. I can have broth, and then I can have sugar-free Jello, and I think maybe one other thing, I can't remember what it is, but that's basically it, and that's all I'm going to have for 2 weeks on a normal sized stomach. So I'm used to eating normally when I want to, and now all of a sudden I'm going to be kind of constricting myself, and just going to be having protein shakes. And so I'm hoping that it's going to work out. So I'm going to be strong, going to work real hard, and we've already went out today. We actually went out, I believe it was on Thursday. We bought a bunch of the Premier protein shakes from Costco. Tried a couple of them. They taste real good. So really liked those, and also got some. Today we got some special thermoses, and the thermoses which can hold some of these protein drinks, because, like I said, I'm in school right now, and so I'm gone most of the day. And one thing, I can't stand protein that is not cold. It has to be cold. If it's not cold, it's just not good. And so we bought some special thermoses that I can take with me that will keep it cold for me, hopefully, and will allow me to go to school and be able to take these. And so I'm just glad I'm busy with school and stuff. And so if I was on vacation or not doing anything, I think it would be a lot harder. So I think the important thing is to kind of keep busy so my mind doesn't wander or think about these things. For those of you who are on the pre-op diet, or maybe even the post-op, that are having to do with liquids, I'd be really curious to know how you keep your protein cool, and if you're not home, how do you do it? I've seen other people, and they bring like a small like a cooler, like a mini cooler where they put everything in and stuff like that. And just for me, since I'm in school, that's not very, it's not practical, I guess. And so I'm thinking about maybe just getting a giant thermos as well, where I can fill it up. And I don't know, I'm looking into it and trying to see what I can do. So if you have any suggestions, I'd really like to hear it. But besides that, I'm cleared. So I do have an appointment with with my primary care physician on Wednesday. I just want to get checked out again. I am feeling, like I said, a lot better, but just want to make sure that everything's good and well before I actually get in the surgery. And so I'm excited. So it's really happening. It's coming. My surgery date is marked for March 10th. It's preliminarily marked, scheduled, and hopefully nothing will prohibit that, because March 10th is the start of my spring break, and so I'll have a whole week to recover without having to worry about school, and that's going to be critical. If it's not on that date, then I'm going to have to push it back. I don't know how long, and don't want to do that. I want to get this done so I can just get started on this. I don't know if this has happened with other people, but for me and my wife, it's like, it sort of feels like our life right now is on hold to some extent, just because we're waiting for the surgery to happen. And it seems like once that happens, this event, then we're kind of moved to the next stage, where weight loss will occur and things will happen. But it's kind of like everything's on hold, and we're just wanting it to happen and get over with. So, anyways, I'm excited. Really glad that I got cleared for surgery and everything's moving as smooth as possible. So, I will catch you guys later and give another update. Do you have any tips or advice for me? Really appreciate it, and I appreciate all the people who have subscribed and watched my other video. Really appreciate the support, and we'll catch you later, YouTube. Thanks a lot.